Hello, Alyssa. It's time.
Hi Ed.
It's
Hello
time for VR.
everyone. I'm
This is
so I'm so excited.
this is my VR break for today, and I
Mm,
really enjoy doing this. So we don't have long today, but we decided to at least throw an hour at this to build some stuff in our VR world. So how are you doing, Alyssa?
Marvelous. I literally wore the headset for like a minute, like 60 seconds, and it's already I think it's the Irish in me. Like you always look fabulous when you take yours off though. So if there was a competition with good looks after you take a VR headset off, yeah, I'd have no.
See, you win in the hair category though, because when I take it off, like immediately this goes like
Hey, you messaged me this morning about helmet hair. I was just
yeah.
quick derail. Are you cycling? Do you cycle?
No, but I get it from the Oculus all the time.
Okay. I was
I
like,
know what
are
helmet hair is.
are you biking? Okay.
No, that would mean exercise. That's not my portfolio. VR is
Mm.
my exercise. This is the world I live in right now.
So if you're
That and
joining us,
Harvard.
say hi in the chat. We want to talk to you. We want to see you. See your
Yeah,
beautiful
it's
chatty faces.
if you're new and you're joining us, or if you're wondering why this isn't Blazor or some CSS stuff or whatever, some web development, we are dabbling in the VR space lately. And Alyssa and I have been working with Facebook Horizon, a platform by Facebook. It's kind of like a social gaming world that they're going to open up at some point. It's been in beta for like a year, I think.
Has it been that
I
long?
think it opened in the fall to the public beta, or it's still limited, not quite public, but semi-public beta.
I mean,
Um,
I have literally played in like shipped games that were like are still 1,000 times buggier. How can this still be in beta? Why?
I think the reason it is in beta is, for one, they're still working on the development tools that we are working with, and then by that effect, there's not a lot of content for non-developers to go in and just like play games.
Oh,
So
okay.
they're inviting people. They have like a little questionnaire you fill out, and I feel like if you hit that with creative responses, like I like to create games, I like to code, those type of things, they're more inclined to give you an invite than if you're like, I'm here to play and hang out with people. They might not invite you right away. So they want content creators, basically, is what I think. I'm not affiliated. I don't know for sure, but that's my intuition on the subject. So, yeah, I think it's a good move by them, though, because you don't want a bunch of people coming in and like open it up to the whole public and them show up to Disneyland with no rides to ride, right? Then everybody'd be like, oh, that thing,
I I didn't think about it from a consumer standpoint. You're right. I was
Mm-hmm.
just thinking of, programmers who want to come in and play with this. It seems ready to like build, but yeah, I guess most people aren't in that category. So,
Yeah. There's some really basic stuff they just added to, like arrays and like snapping and all that's really new. So they're still working on the dev tools pretty hard.
mm.
There's been a couple bugs that they've fixed. Like apparently you could flip objects inside out and make it do some really crazy, like I don't know, like hollow shapes. And they fixed that, and by fixing that, they broke a bunch of people's worlds. And they're like, this is not something we wanted to support to begin with. So if you put one of these in your world, you better go take it out, say goodbye to it because it's going away.
Oh, that's funny.
So
A
yeah,
hollow shit,
there's
like a empty cone or something that you build stuff in, kind of thing.
so you could take a square and invert it. So instead of looking at the outside, you'd look from the inside and see the back of the shape, and it made it like kind of like a weird 3D like depth effect.
Oh, okay,
People were
okay.
finding some creative uses for it, but it wasn't something they wanted to keep
You're
supporting. So
like this.
they, yeah,
This isn't a feature, and we're not leaving it
yeah, they were like, this is not gonna stay. Say goodbye to your shapes.
in.
So
No.
yeah, things will eventually change a little bit. They're still breaking changes, I guess. So it's still beta. It's still closed to
Mm.
most of the public, but you can sign up for it at facebook.com. facebook.com/ I don't know, something. You can Google
I'm sure if you
Facebook
Googled
Horizon.
like Facebook Horizon, right? Yeah.
Yeah. So for our game that we're building in Facebook Horizon, we've been putting together assets for a Asian-inspired ninja Kendoka. Like, we've kind of got that theme at work, so we're going to put that in our game. And we've got Mr. Chris DeMars, Mr. Salt and Burnham's here to watch us do some 3D.
You're so gonna dominate
3D
me.
modeling.
When?
He did really good at the trees last week, I think. This is what I feel like is my wheelhouse, though, is man-made shapes.
Architecture.
More than, yeah, I think I'm pretty good at this stuff. So I'm going to give you a run for your money today, but you beat me last week fair and square with the trees. And we had a lot of fun making leaves fall and doing crazy stuff in there. Is the Oculus giveaway today? I wish it was. I wish it was, Chris. I don't have an Oculus for you today. We do have amazing free content for you today, though. So stick around.
And love and empathy. We can, there's lots.
We are going to be building the archway today. So this is like this Japanese archway that we're going to be incorporating into our level design. So we're going to at least need one of these so we can copy it around the map and make it look really cool like these are. There's a couple pictures of these in some of our reference material that we picked up. So this one I thought was really nice because it gave a sense of scale, like as to how big these actually are. You can see they're pretty tall, about 3 people wide. It's a pretty decent size piece of architecture. There's some kind of cartoonish representations. I think these little cartoon pictures help break down like some of the shapes for us a little bit. So these are always handy to have. There is another perspective here that shows more of like what the scenery around it looks like with the arch incorporated. So that's pretty cool as well. So we have, and then there's us. I don't know why I'm down there. But like we're gonna end up building like some of these bamboo trees and stuff to go around the arches as well. Yeah, Chris is like, yeah, some Mortal Kombat-esque type stuff. Yeah, these look really cool. I love the color as well. So trying to find that color, I think, is going to be a tough one. So we're going to build these. And what we did last week is Alyssa and I jumped into our creative environment. We are both in the same space together because that's how Horizon works with pair programming and the creative environment. But we're going to have like a duel where we're going to each try to build this arch. And we gave ourselves 10 minutes last time. I think that was pretty good. And then we let chat judge whose was better. And Alyssa was better last time. She made the
I was
purdy,
like literally just
tree.
because of Layla's vote. So I don't know if we're counting. Oh, I'm so excited.
So let's I guess let's fire up the VR headsets.
And then I was wondering, do you want to do like where you like build a wall that's like between us and then like you like delete it when it's time to reveal?
Let's do it.
When it's time to compete. Hey, Aztec Consulting.
Welcome to the show.
Ed, I'm going to take a screenshot. Make your best screenshotty face. With...
Can I? Like, hear no evil,
perfect.
see no evil.
It's perfect. I just think it's fun to have, like, a collection of selfies. So I'm just, that's why we're at the bottom.
Did I get it? Are we done?
Yep, I got it. You're good.
Okay, so my thing is kind of on a frozen frame. Let's see if I can... It's at least streaming. That's good. So we're better off than we were last week. And I've initiated...
With your reboot?
Helmet hair. Yeah. Yeah, I had a graphics driver update yesterday or last week, and that threw us off for a little while. Okay. So let's see if I can get in here. I'm off to God knows where. I don't know what button I just hit. I did not mean to do that. So, yeah.
Aztec said, looking for good karma to get the Oculus Quest V28 update today.
Oh, I need to go. I just went to the main area here. So that is not where I wanted to be. So
are we building up by the... Okay, well, first things first. It looks like our ground is missing. Hopefully that's just like a weird perspective issue.
Oh no. Did something happen to our world?
I don't... It looks like our ground is missing on our main map. What the fudge? I hope you can add it. Like, you know, like the grid is gone.
Oh, okay. I think that happened last time. So it's up in our environment block. But I shall be there in 1 second.
Okay.
I'm trying to find...
Oh, okay. I see it now. So it was just see-through. Thank goodness it's still there.
So I need to be in... Where's my browser? There it is. Oh no, I can't see my other screen.
Oh, our cute little trees. They make me so happy.
So I need to switch my audio real quick, folks.
Do it.
So this goes to my Oculus. So now when I turn around and I'm not facing my microphone, you can still hear me properly.
You still sound crystal clear.
So you're saying you don't see the grid? I'm walking on the grid.
No, I'm there now. I see it.
Oh, you turned it on.
It was disappeared for me for a bit. So she's back. We're good.
There's giant Alyssa.
I am trying to figure out how to get back down again. Preview point.
Yeah, there you go.
Yeet.
So here's our trees from last week. This is gorgeous tree.
Cute.
There's my derpy tree. We need to marry our trees, though.
I know, we need to make a hybrid.
Bond them.
Bring them together.
We've got leaves falling. It is gorgeous. Okay. It will make sense, folks. It will make sense at some point. Right now it looks a little weird and blocky. We have a placeholder for a temple. We have 2 trees in the middle of a courtyard and a grid on the ground. This will all change eventually, and it will look fantastic, I promise. This arch is just a placeholder. Today we're going to make the arches that will go in this very spot, right? So the first thing we want to do is set up a divider here to cordon off 2 points in the map so we can build together and not see one another's creations, right?
Yeah.
And I'm already hitting keyboards. That's not good. I've got a stationary boundary set up on the Oculus, and it doesn't work really well, but for some reason I couldn't draw a proper boundary before the show. So there's that. There is always a problem with this stuff. This is bleeding edge tech, folks. This is bleeding edge.
Can you see comments in the Oculus? No, but I can see it through my little nose, my nose hole here.
So I can.
Oh, you can? You have your audio thing set up? Wow. When I said build a wall, I did not mean the wall of China.
What a horrible experience. Oh, I don't know what that pertains to, but somebody's saying what a horrible experience. Quest V28. Oh, I see what you're saying. Aztec Consulting is looking for the latest update to roll through the headset. I didn't know V28 was out.
Is it just me, or is your wall crooked?
It is. No, you're cockeyed. No, I'm just kidding.
She's leaning, man. That's much better.
Okay. So which side of the wall are you going to pick?
Oh, I don't care, but I'm going to need to duplicate the meeple in order to have an aspect.
Oh, yeah, me too.
Let's see.
So this is our hot tip of every show is if you're going to build something, grab yourself a spawn point so you can
call it a meeple.
How big is the thing you are building? So this is a little 3D modeling trick, is to have a good point of reference of the thing that you're going to build and the scale that you're going to build it at. So we're going
I'm
to do
so
that. And then
excited.
I think I have a small advantage here because I have a PC, and if I click on some buttons that are not being streamed and the streaming folks can't see, I can actually look at my desktop and see the reference picture.
Salt
So
wants to know if it's nap time yet. I wish. Today and tomorrow are going to be long. It's NGConf. I'd usually be in Salt Lake City for NGConf, but I wish it was nap time. Okay, I've got my spawn point. I see your spawn point. I don't actually see you.
it may be
Where'd you
because I
go?
jumped into my
Oh,
desktop to see comments
okay.
and to take one final look at the reference materials.
Okay, while you're taking a
So
look at reference materials, I'm going to peek at our building materials if I can remember how to do that.
left controller menu button is all of
Left
the
controller
15
menu
awe-inspiring shapes
button.
that we have to build with. So there's
Oh,
those.
inspiring. Are you being sarcastic? I think they're
I
beautiful.
am. I am being sarcastic. Am I never being ever
Mm-hmm.
not sarcastic? I think
Right,
that's more
right. The
the
proper question.
yeah, I think so.
Am I allowed to start?
So let's set
I'm
the
just so
time.
anxious. I want to do a good job. I know you're gonna just smoke me.
Let's set a time. Are
You
we doing 10 minutes?
yes, but you keep talking for a couple and I
Okay. Let's start. Let's do 12 minutes. It is 18 past the hour. So if
okay.
you pull up your left menu, you can see the time, and the time starts right now. So we're gonna
Okay.
build this beautiful archway,
Oh gosh.
and
Oh
I think
gosh.
I'm gonna start off with some of these because I saw some of these in the picture, and I think I can replicate this pretty quick and easy. Now, don't make your shapes all crooked, Alyssa. You don't want
Crooked.
crooked. Don't make
What?
crooked shapes now.
I don't know what that means. What does that mean?
Make sure your arch is nice and level. We don't
Are
want
you telling me to
crooked.
use my snap points? Because I hate the snap points.
That's what I'm asking. I'm saying you should make sure you snap. The snap is the left hand. Are you
Fine,
mocking me?
fine. No,
She's
I'll use
mocking
the
me.
snap. I would never mock.
She is mocking me already, folks. She is mocking me already.
Let's see.
I am grabbing a few shapes here. I need to take a quick peek at the
1,
at the
2,
reference again.
3. That looks pretty much perfect.
Oh,
Maybe
and
too
Chris
chubby.
is already out. He's like, it's not nap time, but it is snack time or lunchtime. So he is gone.
Enjoy
He's
the
out of
lunchy
here.
lunch.
He is out. He said, this is not CSS. This is not accessibility. I'm leaving, y'all.
All right, where's my paintbrush? Let's get inspired. Let's get inspired with some color.
So I'm going to use some cheat codes for this today.
Cheat codes. Explain yourself.
This is an ongoing joke at the house. When my wife starts losing, my daughter will say, that's because I use cheat codes. And then my wife will like rage at her for using cheat codes when there are actually no cheat codes to be used, which makes it hilarious. So yeah, just the trolling, the daughter trolling is it's part of the what do you call it, DNA of the family. Like, she's
You're
picked
saying
up my
she got it
sarcasm.
from you.
I think, yeah, it's like that 80s commercial that you probably don't know, Alyssa, but like the old anti-drug campaign one. I learned it from you. I learned it from watching you. I learned it from watching you. She learned it from watching me. She
That is
learned it from
gorgeous.
watching me.
I think I'm
For sure.
done.
You're done already? Already? How could you
Complete
possibly
sarcasm.
be done
But yeah,
already?
sure, we'll call that done.
So I've just noticed that I've picked the wrong colors for the wrong shapes already.
I need you to be. Oh, no,
There we go.
undo. You.
And then I need to make yet another copy. Boop.
Okay. Let's
The
grab
copy
you.
tool is like super handy in this environment. Being able to copy shapes
Thank God for the
is
copy tool.
pretty epic.
No, I don't like that at all. We're not doing that. Give me this block.
Oh, the
Make it.
material is going to be hard to kind of match up here, I think.
Oh
I'm going
God,
to go.
Ed, I swear if you start
Is
getting
this a
fancy on me.
orange or is this red? I can't tell. I think it's red.
Are
It's
you looking
kind of
at
a
your
reddish
references?
orange. Of course. Why wouldn't I? Why wouldn't
Gee,
I?
you got it from memory. Quick.
Are you
I know.
mocking me again?
What? No, I
Alyssa
never
likes to mock
mock.
me.
I don't mock. That's not a good color. Black. Let's go with black.
Uh-oh.
That one? No.
I could feel
Need
the heat.
different.
Alyssa's warming up. She's gonna
Let's
start
go.
getting clever. She's gonna start getting clever over there.
Yo. Huh.
I'm trying so hard to get this lined up just the right way. Oops.
Not as many colors as I'd hoped for. Maybe this one? No, we have to go back to that one.
Yeah,
Pink,
the alignment
pink.
tools are pretty essential, I think, in this build, because we're building something that's not organic. We're building a man-made sculpture, structure, architecture, whatever you want to call it, and it's very like level and aligned. So getting there, but I'm not
It's
quite happy with
honestly,
where
it's
it's
the
at.
most fascinating like way to create. I've never had this before where like on the web it's so flat, but like this I'm like I pick up this box and I turn it to the side and I put it right in front of my face because I want to see. Like it's just really cool, like being
Yeah,
able to create like this.
I've done 3D modeling before, and the tools are very similar, except this takes them and puts them in a 3D space where you can actually kind of like work with them like they're real materials. And it's a lot different from like the what is that called? Um, like I think it comes from like drawing architecture and stuff. You have that 3-point perspective kind of drawing
Mm-hmm.
where you do what's it called? Like you have the top view, the side view, and a front view, and you got to kind of merge those three things together on paper. There's the 3D tools kind of help you with that, but it's still not like jumping in and actually like being able to look around it in a kind of a realistic way, and then jump straight into the game is really cool too. So I think that's gonna work. And we need some of these, I think, because this has kind of a shape to it.
I get a time update just so
Oh yeah, I almost lost track of that. We've got 5 minutes. 5 minutes.
Oh, it's so short. All right.
So at 10, 11, 12:30, whatever time zone you're on, Alyssa. I'm on real people time zone.
Real Central's not real people.
No. New York time is the only time that really matters, right? So Eastern time is the only time that matters to anybody.
I'm experimenting with like the grouping and
Fact.
skewing to try and like get some unique shapes, but like
Oh, you're getting dangerous.
I know, but like it's not working and I feel like I'm wasting my time, so I have to go back to like Normalville. Wait, did they add
Normalville.
this shape? That's a new shape, right?
Is there a new shape? I don't know. Is there a new
This
shape?
this is the donut? I don't think
So
was the donut here before?
yeah, the donut was there before. Yeah. So
Oh.
people are gonna see my cheat codes here in a minute. I've got some cheat codes to use here. And I think it may be kind of eye-opening to see my cheat codes. So I don't know. This last bit's going to be a little on the tricky side. I think I'm just going to go with some more basic shapes here. Matter of fact, since we're running low on time, but I do have a cheat code up my sleeve. You're gonna have to watch a replay of this one, I think, Alyssa.
You're saying
Let's see.
I'm missing some epic.
Up, and we'll go out. I
Yeah,
will
that's good enough.
experiment after we're done
We've
and
got to go.
see how we did. Oh no, I can see you. That means you're peeking.
Sorry, no, I was morphing through the wall trying to zoom in on my thing. I built really close to the wall for some reason.
I've got 3 minutes. I've got 3 minutes. I don't know if I'll be able to finish this. Oh no. That is going to be difficult. I don't think I'm going to be able to get that piece there. So, yeah, don't think so. Don't think so. And I don't know if you all could see what I was pointing at either. So, we will make do with, oh, wait, that's not right. That's not right. The top like shingles are difficult. I need a different view of that. That's really, there we go. Now I can see. I need to see what does that look like in the real world here. The VR controls are very clunky. I'm trying to look at my references. And yeah. So the top green shingle piece will be very difficult to do.
I'm going to make a request
And
for 2 more minutes.
2 more minutes.
Okay, fine.
We can
1
go.
more minute.
2 more minutes. I think I might have. Yeah, that's all right. I know what to do. So this, I think I can at least work with this if I drop this back down to about here. These alignment tools are just wonderful. I love that. We'll go with that for now. That's a good. I think that's good. There we go. And then we need some color, folks. We need some color. You can copy colors too, by the way. If you stick your paintbrush into the object and hit left, you see an eyedropper icon on your right hand. So you can steal colors from other areas. And you don't have to keep going back to your palette, which is super handy.
Ooh, I just got dizzy.
Oh no, let's not do that.
I'm like trying to like adjust this like really tiny detail and
There has been no vomiting on the show as of yet. So
but has anyone fallen over?
Let's try to keep it that way. Let's try to
I think the risk is more falling on the floor.
So I did bust my knuckles in VR yesterday.
Oh no!
Playing Swarm, a very cool new game that I just bought. Totally awesome. Love that game. It was very fun. And I punched my arcade cabinet by accident. And that
Oh
hurt. It hurt. It was behind me, so when I swung back, I managed to smack it. So here's the cheat, folks. When you're doing any 3D modeling, you don't have to draw the whole thing. You don't. You draw half the thing. And then you do one of these numbers. It's symmetrical. Why do too much work?
no! Oops.
If it's symmetrical, just draw half it. Draw half the thing. And then you do this. It almost worked. Looks like I need to adjust that top bit right there. Boop. We'll delete that, and then we just need to line this guy up. And to jump into a group, we can hit this button here and scale that back. We want to have a nice seam right there, nice even seam. And then we can go back to our copy tool, and we'll hit rotate like that. And just like that, we're finished. Whoa. Just like, just like that, we're finished. If we just align this now like that. So this is my completed piece, and I like it. I think it did good. How are you on time, Alyssa? Do you need any more time? Or you said 2 more minutes. We're at 1 more minute. 1 more minute.
Okay, 1 more minute. I will finish. I will make it finishing happening. I need the colors. Colors, come here, colors. No, that one.
So I'm just adding some more detail, taking advantage of my newfound time here. Since Alyssa's granted herself 2 more minutes.
I'm hurrying.
We will go ahead and take advantage of those 2 more minutes. And we should probably, I stuck it in there where I can't get to it. There we go. We'll pull this guy out. It needs to be just a tad bit thinner, little bit more, and then we'll make a little bit shorter. So, trying to line that up just right. That needs to be a little bit bigger, a little bit bigger. This is a fun one. I like these shapes. This arch shape. It's really cool. We'll pop that out, and then we'll do a quick one of these on there, and we'll take that and zoom it in and flatten, and then that's a group now. That's a group. And then we can move this guy back there, line it up nice and easy. And that little trick I showed you with the copy paste on it helps line up that with the center as well. Because you see, there's those 2 shapes. Those create an edge. And that edge gives me something to align this piece to. I'm going to go back out and check one more time my reference. Oh, I missed something. I see I missed just these little edge pieces here. So let's grab one more corner block like that. Just that attention to detail should really make this pop off for it. Really nice. Real nice. I gotta line that though. How are you doing over there, Alyssa? You almost done?
Okay, we can do it. Yeah, I'm ready.
Okay, give me one more second. I've got to lock this. Hang on. Almost done here. Almost done. There we go. And we need to make a copy of that. And this needs to be just a tiny bit smaller. Center it up. And when I locked it, that's interesting. If you lock it, the alignment tools don't work. The alignment tools not working at all. There we go. There we go. When I got inside the shape, it started to give me a little bit of trouble with touching the right bits here. I can't flip it properly. Trying to rotate it, it's acting like a fool over here. Oh, come on. It's being like super jittery on me. Alyssa, are you jinxing me?
I am grouping things, trying to get it grouped. But apparently that's harder said than done.
So mine is giving me, there we go. Maybe if I ungroup. Nope. It's giving me fits here. Yeah, the alignment tools go a little crazy if you're grouping versus not grouping. Oh. If you saw what this is doing, you'd be laughing at me.
What are you doing?
It keeps trying to align it to the thing I least want to align it to. So I start pulling the shape, and then it starts jumping all over the place. I'm going to do this over here instead. Good Lord. This should have been done a minute ago. Now if I group it and bring it back, maybe it'll line up properly. I'm going to call that close enough. Good Lord.
I'm working on grouping my tree stuff because I never grouped it. Oh, hello, desk. Where am I?
So I'm ready to tear down this wall and see how we did.
All right. You Sorry, I'm almost done grouping this tree and then I'll be ready, but you can do it. And I am hovering over a tree, so don't mind me.
Okay, I'm going to give this one last grouping so I can bring it.
I think that's
Really?
everything.
So I can turn this around if I need to. What is it doing? Stop it.
Oh, and she
The whole thing
failed.
is misbehaving again. I think it locked certain layers by accident. And by it, I mean me. Okay, got it.
Wow.
Grouped. There we go. Okay, here we go. I'm going to take down the wall. It won't let me touch the wall now. Wait, did they change the tools or something? There we go. Boom.
Oh my God, yes, she's adorable. And mine's way humongous. Look at this detail. Oh my God, I'm gonna fall. Why am I falling so much today? That's beautiful. Oh my gosh. I'm gonna preview.
How do I look underneath the arch?
You look amazing. Okay, I'm gonna take a picture of you. This looks so professional. I should stick to organic things.
We found your role.
Right?
We found
Like,
your role,
what the
Alyssa.
crap? This looks so
Organic things.
good. Okay, I'm gonna take a picture of you real quick. I remember, I think it's under, yeah, there's the camera.
While you do that, if I don't disappear, I might disappear if I look at my screen. I'm going to check chat real quick and see what people are talking about. Nobody's talking about anything.
Okay,
Are you guys?
I'm
All
ready
right,
to
guys.
take your photo.
You all start judging while we take selfies here. Let us know which one of these you think.
All right, pose under your arch. 1, 2, 3. Beautiful, beautiful. I'm gonna come over here and take a straight on one. And perfect. And then I can show you. And then I can close this. And then there's your beautiful arch photo gallery.
There we go. Nice. It turned out pretty good.
I love
Good.
it.
I like it.
I feel so okay. First of all, my proportions are way off, and my alignment. I should really just stick to organic things. Truly.
So this
I
is
tried
why
to
I'm
Japanese characters.
Oh.
Oh God, it's so bad. Like, please, I don't want anybody voting on this. I just, please, no voting, please. Thank you.
I'm
Oh
gonna
God.
ask some questions on the design decisions here.
Oh God, are you? No.
The pillars that you chose here are very interesting, Alyssa. Did you mean to choose a poo for for your pillars?
I was like going for like a softer edge, and then I thought some like browns in the forest would look good. I didn't mean for it to be what it is currently. I need to fix so much about this. I'm gonna make it walk off the edge.
Oh, I love it though. Like,
Oh God. It's
yeah,
so
I think you
bad.
found your niche with the organic stuff. So this is where I struggle. Like, I break things down so analytically. Like, I can see all the shapes that make up like the architectural thing. So I'm like, oh, that's really easy. It's tubes and some triangles and some squares. And that is exactly what we have to work with, right? Like, pretty much the whole palette is 15 shapes of squares and triangles and
Yours looks so
tubes.
good. I'm so impressed.
So I just kind of mentally broke down. Oh, I'm missing a corner on this one. Ah, that irritates me.
I'm gonna
So
delete mine.
I need to fix this guy. So here, oh, let me show you a trick as well.
I
So now
can't
that you're,
even. Okay, yeah, show me your trick. I'm coming over.
this is if you're building something in 3D modeling, and it's
Yes,
not organic.
so good.
This is why I struggle at organic stuff.
Oh my God, look how
Um,
look how clean this looks. And these little
If,
caps on the end, they're adorable. And the teal and the red and the black, the color scheme.
thank
I
you.
love it.
So if it's not organic, if it's something like this, um, where it's got kind of a symmetric shape to it. Let me see if I can ungroup this one. Notice I just deleted a big chunk of it.
No, we need it
And I'm
back.
not
We
worried.
need
I'm
it
not worried.
back, Ed.
Because the way I built this is I built it half at a time because
Right.
it's a mirror image of itself. So what we can do is we could build
You
half
even
of it
put
like
a metal
this.
shine on this? Oh
I
my
did.
gosh. I have met the building in what do you call this? The building in 3D guy to
So
beat.
what you do is just build half of it, and then you take the half and then you duplicate it
Duplicate it and flip it.
on its common axis, and
Oh God.
then you line it back up.
You know how long it would have taken me to like do that flip you just did? That looks so hard.
So you just put on your duplicate button and grab any of the tools, any of the rotate tools, and you can rotate it and copy it at the same time.
I
And
see.
now I've got the
I
sides
see.
done.
The old copy rotate.
And then if you do want to merge these back into one shape, what you can do is just ungroup them. It does make it really easy to work with like this, but if you do want to merge them back, whoops, because it does create some weird shadowing sometimes in this game engine, you can just ungroup all the things, and then you can go in and see if I can properly ungroup them. You can take out these blocks kind of one at a time and then merge this back over. Get the right tool here. Connect that up. But it helps keep everything the same length, so you don't have like a weird, awkward, like what do you call it? Like mismatch of like the shape's too long on one side versus another, or something like that. Keeps the symmetry nice and clean. This would behave itself. Come to the edge. There we go. Yeah, so now it's all one shape. And there was just the three beams that needed to be kind of merged together there. This one's flickering on this end too. Oh, that's because it keeps... The alignment tool's going nuts today. Either I've had too much caffeine. That's probably what it is. There. So now it's all one piece again, and I can just select it. Select all of it. Probably don't need to select the... I also cheated and made 3 reference points, because I remembered in the photo it was 3 people wide, because there were 3 people walking in that picture.
Yeah, I just kind of eyeballed it. I was like, yeah, that looks like 3 people. I could not have been more wrong.
There's the 2 structures. I like them. They look good.
Hush it. I could
This
not.
is so much fun, though.
This, like right here, like just this dumb thing. I spent so much time on trying to align this stupid cylinder and its shape with this stupid cylinder and its shape. And yours like perfect, like just flush.
So
Like,
I'll show you how I did those real quick.
so frustrating.
So there's no, you can't see inside the shape, so there's no real sense in taking it and using a tube, like an open tube.
Oh.
So I grabbed the
Oh.
closed cylinder like this,
Uh,
and then I put it
that
down.
makes sense.
Oh, I put it down on the ground, and then I took the duplicate tool and I grabbed this and went up like so. And then I shrunk this one,
Oh, and then you just
and
centered
then I
it.
grabbed the center point and brought it down to that
Oh my
one,
gosh,
like that.
duh.
And then they
Okay,
line up
okay,
nice and
okay,
purty.
let me try.
And there's actually
This
4 pieces. I started with the gray one, I
duplicate.
cloned it, to that one, I cloned to that one, then to that one. So there's 4 tubes just stacked on top of each other. Now you have a poo shape. So it may be a little harder. Maybe a little harder to align the poo than it is a solid cylinder.
Ed, okay.
Sorry, I'm 12 today. If
Okay.
you're gonna have,
God, but just rocketing.
if you're gonna have a proper poo, you need a proper corn in there.
It's wood colored, Edward.
Okay. I'll take my niblet.
Why can't he understand?
Is it Friday?
Wood.
Is it Friday yet, Alyssa?
Right?
It feels like
Oh
Friday.
my gosh.
I feel like it needs to be like these jokes. I want people to watch, but I feel like I hope nobody was watching that last bit. although Sarah would probably be laughing so hard right now.
Oh, 100%. I mean, you see what I created. It deserves a good laugh.
Aztec says you're using hot dogs to build. Yeah, that's probably a little more highbrow than my jokes.
Doesn't it look like wood? Come on, guys. Come on.
Yes, wood.
Wood, right?
Wood, definitely not hot dogs. Definitely not hot dogs.
I don't.
You gotta love like streaming from home. Like it is noon o'clock here, and it is just all smells of
That's just
food
not what
in
I
the house.
want. I don't want this. I don't want this rounded bit here. Oh well. That's what we're going with. We're moving forward.
So how does this keep happening? Like these keep disappearing on me. Did I not group it? That's what it is. I didn't group it. It got left over on the other side of the darn map. So yeah, let me grab this and rotate it back. My little end caps keep getting obliterated. There we go. Did I fix it right? No, it's angled weird. Who did that?
Who did this?
But you know what I mean.
Who did this?
Cool. I got it back. So I think I'm happy with this. What's cool about this is I can drag this. Here, let's bring this over here. I'm gonna take this over here, Alyssa, and watch this. This is so cool. I'm about ready to run into things in IRL. That's not the cool part. Me running into my desk and keyboard is not
Oh, you're gonna make a pathway with them?
Yeah, so if we want to make a path, we're gonna fix that arch over there. And I don't want that arch over there anymore. That was our placeholder arch. And that's how like just the dead simple our placeholders can look sometimes. And we really want to represent something like a nice arch like this. So I'm going to bring this up here. If I want to create a bunch of these, I can grab my copy tool and I'm going to bring this forward like this. And then with this hand, I'm going to hit the array button. Boop, 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 boop. And look at the equally spaced. I can make as many of these as I want. There we go. Oh, that is so slick. Alyssa, you gotta check this out.
Oh my gosh.
You gotta see it from this angle. This is so cool. It looks a lot like the photo. It reminds me of what we saw in the photo. The spacing may need to go a little less, actually, but other than that, I think it's pretty tight. What are we doing here?
Sorry, trying to fix my my tube.
Your tubes.
What? Oh, it looks so good, but I wanted it to go up the hill. Can you make it go up the hill? I want it to go up the hill.
We can make that go uphill too.
Oops.
Let's see, I gotta be in build mode. Bloop, 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 bloop. bloop.
Whoa, whoa, whoa,
I
whoa!
took them all away. So watch this. This is you can do this with the copy tool. And if I copy it, I got to do it by hand though. That's going to be the hard part. Oh, I know what I can do. So we need something to align this with to kind of make them go uphill at a um, nice even keel here. Otherwise, it's going to be kind of weird. So we want to create like a little bit of a platform to align these two. So I'm going to go up by probably about this much. So if I take this and we'll line that up there and line that up there. I think that has a decent grade to it. We need to bring this box probably in line as well. Like right about there. Yeah. And then we'll copy this template. Oh, I don't want that. We'll copy this template and line it up like so. Oh, that didn't go right. So this one I want to, let's try to make this flush with that. Okay. So we should be able to take these and create kind of like steps, and we'll remove the steps when we're done with it. And then we'll throw a ramp inside. So we'll take this, we'll ramp these up nice and easy like. I probably didn't need to do all four either. I could use my copy tool once I get one good one where I want it. So now I'm going to take the copy tool, and now I have something to align with. If I just tried to move this by hand, it would be really hard to hover this in the air where I want to position it. So I'm going to grab this, and it's lined up differently than I expected. Let me try grabbing it by the center point. There we go. So center point, I like that. And then now I can copy like this. Bloop, bloop, bloop. There we go. Now they have a nice slope to it. So that kind of follows that run that I've got. So I can take these out now. And then I can fill in with the block. Like so. Take that one. We probably need to adjust this just a little bit. And I think that's probably going to be pretty good right there. Can we get that to lock? There we go. Shove this guy back over. Right like that. So it's not perfectly aligned exactly with this slope that we're going to run up, but that's cool because if you remember the episode we did a couple weeks ago, what I said was these are placeholders, and what we'll do, like with the rocks on the main centerpiece there, we'll throw other stuff over the top of these to make them to make it look more organic. We won't keep the ramp there. The ramp is just an idea of where this needs to be held in place. And then this last one, we might go ahead and bring in line with the top of the edge here. And it's okay if it's off center. It doesn't need to be perfect. Matter of fact, it's probably better if it's not. We can even rotate those on their axis a little bit too. So now we have our run up. And we'll throw some like rocks and trees and bushes and things in here to make this look more realistic. That's just a rough outline of how we want that to go. What are we doing over here, Alyssa? We've got more tree
I've been
foliage going on.
trying so hard to get my tree separated from the base. Every time I try to duplicate it, my game kind of freezes a little bit.
Oh my, we've got a lot
I
going on
know.
over here.
I'm trying. So I made a duplicate, but I'm missing some branches because I think some are locked. So I'm just doing my best to,
Okay.
I just want this to stop. I want whatever I am doing to stop. I just, no.
Yeah, so
Okay, here,
something was
delete that,
locked. Let's see. Unlock that shape.
delete
What is
that,
that one?
delete
Um,
that,
you've got some really
delete
overlapping
that.
shapes here.
I know, I know. Okay, so
They're
I've got
very
most of
glitchy
the
looking.
tree over here without a dupe. So I just need to go and grab these. And I wonder if it's because there's so much functionality with the falling that it's like, I hate this. Yeah, there it is. See what
So
when you grab it
yeah,
like that, I've got a couple of branches here that are locked. So I just need
so
to
there's
unlock
some that
these
are
two branches.
grouped, I think.
Yes. Whoops. So if I grab these two branches, oops. Oh, for heaven's sake. I just need two branches.
Love
Here.
the commentary
What's
there. It's
this?
like, I want this. Oops. You've got the base with um
There's a bunch of
yeah,
dupes in here. Sorry, I'm just pulling out. There we go. I think I'm.
yeah, I think yeah. Oh, don't delete. Undo.
Oh,
You
undo.
deleted the base of the temple. You need to ungroup those. Yeah, ungroup those and then you can pull it out and delete whatever's extra. So
Here.
we gained some ground though. We've got our stairway of arches, I guess you want to call it. And it goes up our hillside. We'll create like a bamboo forest in here.
Gain
But I
some
do
ground.
like, yeah, like we got some work done. We got some real work done. So the let's see, where are we at on time here?
Oh
We
yeah.
Yeah,
How are we?
I know you've got a busy schedule, Alyssa. It is
Oh yeah.
almost
With
the top of the hour. It is almost noon your time.
okay. I will finish this.
So
I just wanted to have a tree that wasn't interlaced with the. Okay. So I think the tree is separated now. I think. Methinks. She's a little bit she needs some pruning, but okay, let's go see your archways. So I think she's fine. I think she's not a part of the temple, which is perfect. I wanted her to be her own entity. And I'm gonna go ahead and group all of her and her petals together, and then I can clean that up later, but at least it'll be grouped. Beautiful. Okay. Wow, look at this archway up the hill. I'm really excited to see how you turn it into like a hill too. Like that's going to be so cool with like little
yeah.
grass bits and stuff. I'll build the grass bits.
Yeah,
It
so what
looks
I like to do
so
is start
good.
with kind of a ramp like this, and then I'll bring in some other shapes to make. So you want possibly to even make it slightly lower than it is now. Like this shape is kind of like a placeholder. And then what we'll do is we'll grab like organic bits like this. And these are nice and like they're not square. So we can come in
Mm.
and like place these type of things
So you still
around.
leave that rampy bit?
We may, just because I've seen some weirdness with the shapes in this game where the player falls through them.
Mm.
So what we'll probably do is like bring in stuff like this and build kind of a a little valley right here. So you can take these things and kind of pile them up. Probably easier to do when it's not that close to the shapes. So we'll take this and this. You can kind of like move these things around. So, and then you kind of get like that type of thing going. And you can change the elevation on some of them. And then you can kind of place these things together. And the more you add and make it kind of more realistic helps. I've got another world that I did where I used some stuff like this I can show on the main screen here. Oh yeah, I gotta jump in. We'll jump out. Remember the alien world that I built?
Yes.
I used a little bit of that technique in my alien world. So if I go over to my alien world, I can show you what I'm talking about.
Show us. Show us.
Yeah, creating paths for the gamer to walk through and not having them like one solid straight level, like one plane, is kind of hard. The more detail you can put around that stuff, the better it'll look. So it won't look like it's kind of part of a box here. So this is one area that I did over here. So there's kind of like some grass, a little bit of a path leading up. I even put a tree stump in here to use as kind of part of the walkway, so it's not just all stairs. But I try to use the terrain in this one to make a staircase rather than just a straight slope up the side of this mountain. So it kind of blends in. It doesn't look as, looks more natural than just like a straight like wedge bringing you up here. And then I did that with the crash site too, where I put some shapes around to try to give it a little bit of a path. You can also look at, let's see, I've got my island that I worked on. So I've been practicing. Let's see if this is the right one. I hope it's the right one. So my island has some nice shapes. There's a spot where I needed it flat because if you're standing and throwing a ball in this world, you don't want it to be on a hill and you're like trying to figure out where you're supposed to be. Like if you go up a little bit, forward a little bit, brings you up and down. I want a nice flat area. So there's a little flat spot, but I hit it with some clever placements here. So these stones act as the flat level area. So you can walk up straight and be level. And then you can see the humps in here, the piles of sand that kind of make it look a little bit more natural. And I piled those up all the way up this way. So we can work with our ramp and make it less obvious that it's a ramp. Cool?
That's so cool. Taking this off. So
Right.
if you don't want people to fall through,
you could put a block, just a square down. I don't think I have one in this level because these little circles did what I needed it to do. In my other level, I had to hide a block underneath and just make it invisible. So if you do fall through, you don't go but more than like a millimeter below, and you can't really tell you're falling. But you can see kind of a glitch here. If I grab a ball, if it hits a flat area, it's fine. If it hits there, it just disappears through the sand. So that was kind of annoying. And players can fall through these things too sometimes, which is really awkward. So if you hit
you're
the
like
right
just kind of falling
edge,
into space.
Yeah, you hit the right edge sometimes, and you just start falling through. So there's like a little collision detection issue with the game, I guess. So it'll like half rolls down the hill, but it half sucks into the hill at the same time. And I can also walk on water. So
Salt wants to know when we're doing another UI Friday. So we're not doing a UI Friday tomorrow because of NGConf. I'm heads down with NGConf until the end of the week. But I will be live on Code It Live tonight and tomorrow night doing an NGConf TLDR recap for people who couldn't make all the sessions. So you can check that out. And then next week we'll be back for our regularly tuned programming, some more VR and some UI Fridays and all the good stuff. I don't know if anything is special happening next week. Ed, do we have an event or anything? I mean, I know we have the hackathon going on right now.
The hackathon is going on right now. I don't think we have anything else scheduled.
Oh, Salt wants to know when are we. Okay, so let me see, Salt. Pulling up the good old calendar. Okay, so today is NGConf, and then next week Ed and I have to finish our light theme on VS Code.
Oh yeah.
And so I think like 14th or 21st. I'll get with you, Salt. I'll get with you. Because yeah, I want to talk. I'm actually going to start digging into details about ARIA tags and screen readers, and I would love to have you on. It'd be fun to talk about what I've learned and to see if you've got any other tips to add.
Yeah,
Ed, are you showing off?
I've got to pick Chris's brain sometime on this fiasco that I've gotten myself into. So some of the accessibility bits behind this would be interesting to hear your take on. So there's a lot going on this dashboard, and trying to figure out what the proper way to handle accessibility for certain items would be interesting to hear. We've got a countdown that keeps changing. Like, I can't imagine this could get annoying if you're on a screen reader and it's like 20 seconds and it keeps popping back up to read this. I don't know how it would behave. So I'd love to hear some input on that. And the gauges themselves, like, I don't know if these are telert controls, so they probably have some accessibility in mind already. And then we have these animations that a community member let me use in my app, and I think these are just the coolest thing ever. And what's so cool is this is even the animation here is just pure CSS. So there's images obviously in the rotating planets, which those are not mine. I borrowed those, like I said. But this dotted thing that I added, I just went and grabbed some CSS for a radial gradient. So that's actually a radial gradient, but it's just really tight, so it makes dots. And then I put a scrolling animation on it. So it's just scrolling that radial gradient across the background. So it looks like it's kind of pointing to the direction of travel. I thought that was fun. So it's like CSS is nuts these days. You can do so much, so easy. Love it. So that's what I'm working on right now. So that is for a conference next week on Tuesday. It is in India, so it is a very late time zone. Our bot's yelling at Chris for spamming caps. This
Honestly, Ed yells at me all the time. He's like, "Why are you yelling at me in Slack right now?" And because you would think I have the caps key on, I don't. So that's hilarious, and I think our bot needs to chillax because I love CSS too. I wonder if I use all caps, will the bot yell at me? Like, because we're the creators.
You will do
I have my
fine,
first keynote. Yay! Go stop.
You will do just fine. I know there's nothing. If it's a virtual conference, there's nothing for you to kick over. So there's that.
Please try to not destroy any signage. Hi, Kono.
Kono, we are just wrapping up, but welcome. I'm gonna be sharing the space app that I just showed during our R1 release webinar as well. So there's enough Telric bits in there that I can show off some of the UI components I used from our controls. So that'll be good. Oh, pre-record. Pre-recording is hard in my opinion. I don't know
why. Well, because it's like so much more work, right?
I feel like
you have this pressure for it to be perfect because supposedly you have all the time in the world to edit it and make it perfect. Whereas live, if something happens, you are supposed to be there and be mindful and be in the audience. So who cares if something like you're there performing? And so I don't like I actually loathe pre-recording for conferences because then you're supposed to watch yourself while you're live. Like, oh, I hate it. I much prefer to either like stream live or record something and it's like it's not a faux live, like people don't maybe think you're live. So I don't know.
Totally agree.
So.
Totally agree. So
Oh, I have to run. NGConf is still going on, and apparently they just played the commercial that I made. An
Right.
Angular team member and friend Mark was messaging me. He's like, "Is that your voice?" I'm like, "Yeah, that was my brainchild." So I've got to run. I got to go check back in with the NGConf folks. But I love you all, and I'll be on tonight if you want to hang out. So
And I need to go finish my presentation as well. So I will see you all tomorrow when we finish up our theme.
no, next week.
Oh, sorry,
Next week.
next week. Next week.
Next Friday.
Oh, so tomorrow, tomorrow I may work on the app that I showed you on my stream then. So we'll see. Take care, Alyssa. We'll see you soon. Bye, folks.
Bye, everyone.